Hey guys, happy September 15th. I can't believe it. We are halfway through the month, getting back rocking and rolling. I feel like I'm getting kind of a late start to the year with getting back on track with things, but it feels good to be getting back on track with things. I wanted to start first with saying um, a lot of times we are online working our businesses. I know there was a massive shift in 2020 where all of us just started doing everything online. The Zooms, the messages, all of that was kind of had our hands forced with doing that. And now I'm like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe 2025 is almost over. And I don't know about you. I've been talking to a lot of people about this. I will just say for me, I feel like I've spent a little bit too long maybe hiding behind the comfort of the computer and social media and Zooms and all of that. And so I am going to be one, challenging myself in this last quarter of the year to be doing some non social media, non online connections and events. I'm not going to go like huge, big, huge opportunity meetings, even if that means meeting with more people for coffee, inviting some team members over to do some in person power hours together. I just really, really feel like it's time. We had the pendulum swing, it's gone both extremes. And talking to a lot of leaders and talking to a lot of people, it really is the community that people crave. And this is amazing. The fact that you could be in the US, you could be in Canada, you could be wherever. Social media and Zoom meetings and all of the things definitely make the world smaller. But I want to challenge you and encourage you, if you are not doing some type of in-person connecting with new people, meeting with customers for a little customer appreciation coffee, whatever it might be, I want that to be one thing that you add to your list. And when I say that, some of you might already be like, getting sweaty palms, like, I don't know what you're asking me to do, and I don't think I want to do it or can do it. And believe it or not, I actually feel a little bit the same way. Coming from somebody who built my business in person through opportunity meetings, that probably sounds a little bit odd, but just getting away from doing that. I mean, I'm even seeing people doing, I don't know how to say it. Is it mahjong parties where you're like paying somebody to come in and teach you how to do like that game that I don't even know anything about, but maybe have a pink drink on the side? It's the new bunko, I think. I used to do bunko all the time. But when we did bunko, once a month, we looked forward to it. It was 12 ladies. We rotated houses. How amazing would it be to just have some kind of social gathering where you happen to sample the Slim and Active and Hydrate and you're getting together with people in person? So that's going to be the first challenge. And that is partially through filtering the perspective of just a really heavy last few weeks. I'm seeing a lot of people who are saying that they're leaving social media and getting off social media. And this is just full disclosure for me. I love social media and I'm very proud of the boundaries and the focus that I have been able to be very intentional with, in that social media energizes me. Now, I do go down that rabbit hole of the mindless scroll too much, and I'm coming back to that. But I just want to challenge you that the overwhelm is a choice and the chaos is a choice. And if you feel a little bit chaotic or a little bit not good, an unsettled spirit about what you are exposing yourself to, you have control over that. Is all I'm going to say about that. So setting healthy boundaries with the amount of time that you're spending on social media and being very intentional with getting on for the reasons that you're getting on, whether it's connecting with new people, having conversations, answering questions with your new VIPs. It is a place that I love and that I get a lot of work done. And next month, you guys, is going to be it's like in 3 weeks, it's going to be 15 years that I have been sharing health, hope, and happiness. And this social media has given me a platform and the ability to reach more people. And when I think about what I do and why I do it, I will not be quiet and I'm going to be, getting louder because it has allowed me to have an opportunity to live by my priorities, to have faith, family, friends, Plexus be something that is so wonderful. And so I just want to encourage you that you can create a safe, healthy, encouraging, motivating place. And that I'm just going to leave it at that. Let's leave it at that. So I want to kind of give a quick overview. All of this is through lots of conversations that I had over the last week. What is IPA? Income producing activity. If I had to put my feet to the fire and say, am I on track for hitting the goals that I want to hit? I would say my car accident definitely got me off track, but being very specific and intentional with knowing that I can still connect with people on my phone while I'm laying in bed, or I can still be sharing and educating and adding value at all of those things. I really decided to jump back in and kick it into high gear about the middle of August. I felt like the fog was kind of lifting. And realize that in doing the daily activities, consistency is boring, you guys. I am not ever going to show up and tell you to do something that is like new and flashy and the heavens open up and, oh, that's what I need to do to be successful. It is always going to be the mundane daily tasks of expanding your network, connecting, reaching out, following up, inviting people, being super specific and intentional with inviting people to take a look at what we have. Because guess what? There are still people in my network who are waiting for a personal message from me when they've seen my post and they have no idea it applies to them. They have no idea what I am offering specifically could help them. And they're waiting for, hey, I've been thinking about you. Here's the reasons why I would love to invite you to take a look at these products. Here's why I want to invite you to jump on a business call with me because I think X, Y, and Z. And that might be the first time they're like, oh, well, I've seen all your posts for 15 years, but I had no idea that's what it was, or this is what you offer, or this is what you share. So I want us to take a few moments and be the CEO of our company, our own company that we have. It is up to us to know where you are, to know where you want to go, to know why you are showing up and doing what you're doing. It's all of the same worksheets. I have this printed out in 27 fonts, 50 million colors. I have 15 years worth of business strategy plans, worksheets, how to earn things, all of that. But if you don't know your numbers and you don't know why you're showing up to figure out what your goals and dreams and hopes are, that has to be something that you do on a very regular basis. This last month has been a huge reflection for me in the fact that 15 years ago, I didn't know that I would need financial security. 15 years ago, I didn't know I would need XYZ. 10 years ago, I didn't know how expensive private school and college was going to be. Like all of these things that being an entrepreneur has led to, and knowing that working hard and doing the daily things consistently have unlocked a life of my dreams. It is something that you have to be intentional. So right now, you should know, are you on the Rising Leaders Leader Retreat leaderboard? Do you have new VIPs on your team? Have you personally enrolled any new VIPs on your team? You need 3 new level 1 VIPs to unlock your Leaders Retreat dashboard in your back office so that you can see the detailed reporting. Have you unlocked your dashboard? Those are all CEO moments for, wait, how do I earn things? How do I get more money? Y'all, we're doing double business building bonuses right now. Tarl announced it on the cruise and it's backdated. I don't know about you guys, but if you can share your referral link and somebody orders a triplex and trim, I need to go back and look. I went back and I was like, why am I getting paid $117? Why am I getting paid $68? Like all of these new VIPs, I have hundreds of dollars of next day pay, double business building bonuses for the new VIPs. That should motivate you to say, how many people do I know who are worried about a bill that they can't pay? How many people do I know that want to do the extra? Homecoming's coming up for us in Louisiana. You got the homecoming stuff. You've got the extra meals. You've got the corsages and boutonnieres. Like we all have extra things in our life. Heaven forbid your washing machine breaks or you get a flat tire, right? These double business building bonuses that you can help people to earn by sharing your referral link, that is a gift and a blessing. But you have to know where you are, where you want to be, who you have with working with you, where they are, where they want to be, why. So all of that to be said, every Monday, for me, it's every day. Where am I and what do I need to get to my next goal? A daily goal, a weekly goal, a monthly goal, a leaders retreat goal, and all of that. I don't know if you guys have looked at the pictures of the all-inclusive resort in Cancun for February for Leaders Retreat, but that is something that I want to earn. Like my goal, my crazy goal is to have 1,600 credits on September 30th. Now, the double enrollment credits are not going to kick in until after commissions process. So what you're seeing on your Leaders Retreat dashboard, some of those credits are going to be doubled for your level 1 enrollments. If you're really good with numbers, you will have that all written down so you don't have to guess. I'm just like, I know there's going to get some stuff doubled, but I'm going to sit down and have some CEO moments for what that looks like. So we are not going to take time right now, but if you are here live, thank you so much for jumping on, or if you share this, or if you are watching the recording, you have to know where you are and where you're going and how to get there. And it can be some simple number crunching. And you guys can drop in the chat if you're confused about that, or if you need to know, like, let's just say you've got 200 pay points and you want to hit senior gold. You need to know 250 pay points is senior gold. You need to know how many orders is that going to take to get me to senior gold, which then unlocks your rank up credits for what the Leaders Retreat contest unlocks. Those are things that you guys should at least have accessible and printed out so that you can refer to that. That's super, super helpful. Okay, so that's step one. You've got to have your CEO moments. Where are you, where you're going, how you're going to get there, okay? Second thing is, why am I doing what I'm doing? I want you guys to be so rock solid in your belief for where you are and why you're doing this. And it's going to be different for everybody. And you guys have heard my calls where I talk about you have to rate yourself with belief in yourself, belief in the products, belief in the compensation plan, belief in network marketing. And if you are a 6 or below in any of those categories, you have to intentionally choose to fuel your belief in those areas. Now, for me, when I'm talking about network marketing, this is my new book that I'm almost done with. This is like Rock Your Network Marketing Business 2.0 by Sarah Robbins. When I read this, I get excited. She built a $1 billion team. She's doing it again. Network marketing works. And if somebody argues with me that network marketing is not a legitimate business model, I will talk till I'm blue in the face. And if they don't agree with me, that's fine. You can be wrong. I will be over here building my network marketing business as a legitimate business opportunity. And my belief is so unshakable and so unwavering that there are 0.0 messages or posts that I could see that would ever knock the wind out of my sails for me showing up and doing the thing, because I am rock solid. Now, if you are not that rock solid in all of those categories, you need to consciously be seeking out training videos on YouTube, watching the Diamond documentaries, getting into your customer. Like, just when I check in with my customers, I just checked in with one customer. She was like, well, I wasn't really gonna tell you all of this, but I guess I'll tell you, I've been doing everything that you said to do. And yes, you're right, it all compounds. And I'm down 27 pounds. I've never felt better. And I'm like, what? You're down 27 pounds and we're not like doing backflips and celebrating. But every time I check in with my customers and they share wins with me, my belief goes off the charts that we have products that are changing lives. And you will never tell me that our products don't work. Now, again, full disclosure for those of you that have jumped on, I always take all of our products. I've never gone without products, except unfortunately I ran out of hydrate for 3 days and oh my gosh, did I miss it. So now my order came in, I'm back on my hydrate, but I've never intentionally missed any products in the last 15 years. And I have been at my highest weight ever, but also at my lowest goal weight ever. And in 15 years, I could probably share with you, 35 different health testimonials that I've had. Life happens, things happen, hormones happen, age happens. There's lots of different things that can affect your progress in your journey. Does that mean the products don't work? No. Does that mean sometimes there's some things that you have to do to adjust and to tweak and to add and to take away and all of those things? Yes. But I am 110% committed and believe that our products are the best products out there and that they are doing amazing things. So step 2 in your IPA needs to be taking, even if it's just 5 minutes, some way to fuel your belief. And if you need to borrow my belief, I will pour into you. But I want you guys to know that you are in the right place with the right company, with the right products. And don't even get me started on compensation plans, you guys. The way that we get paid and the amount of money that pays out is second to none. There are so many companies that have so many hoops that you have to jump through and loopholes and balancing and all of these different things. I promise you, we have an exceptional compensation plan that I absolutely adore. And I just need you to do the things that go listen to Marianne. I could probably give Marianne 7-minute video now. I watch that thing 3 to 5 times a week. Marianne Anderson's Plexus Opportunity Overview. And I'll put it in our IPA chat if you guys haven't seen it recently. Second to none, like, boom. Why are we not telling the world? Get on the Monday night Meet Plexus calls. Get on the Thursday Meet Plexus calls. We have all of the things. Okay, now here's where I will tell you that, so for my icon dashboard, I have 11 new level 1s in the last 4 weeks or so. And I'm working on the 2 senior silvers. How has that happened? I have increased my stories. I have increased the me talking to, you in my stories, but just increased posting, reaching out, following up new conversations. There was a day on, today's Monday. So a week ago Saturday, I made a post, or Friday, I made a post that has like 180 comments. And I spent 3 hours on Friday, 3 hours on Saturday, and 3 hours on Sunday responding to everybody that commented and starting conversations and asking questions. And now today I have about 20 follow-ups with a potential of, I would say, anywhere from 3 to 10 more new level 1s that could come from those conversations. Who are you talking to? Who are you inviting? What are you saying? Start the conversations. And if you say, well, I don't have anybody to talk to, that's, when you need to expand your network, increase your reach, go have coffee with people, just, rubbing elbows with more people. Somebody showed me, and I had forgotten that you could do this. If you go to Facebook, at the bottom, the second little icon over at the bottom is a little person, like you're doing your profile or whatever. And if you click that, it will show you only friends in your feed. It'll get rid of the companies. It'll get rid of some of the advertisements. And when I clicked that this week, it's like, oh my gosh, there's like 200 people I haven't had a conversation with probably in an entire year. Like people that I'm friends with that I'm just like assuming they're seeing my stuff and I'm seeing their stuff. I'm like, so-and-so got married, so-and-so had a baby. And so I clicked that little friends icon and I have just been intentionally getting back into community and conversations with people on social media. So if you guys go to, I don't know if you can see it. Let's see if I can get it to let's see. Okay, so this is just I don't know how to make it so that okay, there we go. This one right here. If you hit that one, it's going to show you just your friend's feed. And then you can interact with and engage on. And I would encourage you, when somebody takes the time to leave a 2 or 3 sentence comment on a post, I'm like, oh my gosh, they didn't just stop and like it just to, acknowledge it. Like truly engaging in somebody and moving a conversation or moving a relationship forward, I think is super, super helpful. So how many conversations are you in? How many messages are you in? And I really want you to be honest with yourself. If it's 1 or 2 or 3, when I tell you I've probably started over 100 new conversations, messaging people who have commented on my posts in the last 2 weeks, that's not That's not exaggerating, but it is coming from being specific and intentional with what I'm posting and how I'm reaching out. So I just want to challenge you guys. There's billions of people on this planet. There's millions of people that you could talk to. Can you find 100 new people to start conversations with in the next 2 weeks? And when you're in those conversations, and then you're also being engaging and adding value and posting things that will help people, all of that can be a great combination. Um, Okay, so new conversations. I'm going to challenge you guys, like start 10 new conversations every day this week and see where that gets you. Okay, vision casting. I'm kind of talking through this, and I will post this list for you guys in our messenger chat. And then you can actually like sit in your chairs for another 30 minutes to an hour, whatever time you have today, and actually work through this. I just wanted to go kind of through this outline of what I have been doing and what I'm going to sit here and get a lot done. But team building and vision casting, celebrating wins, celebrating people who are making their first post, celebrating people who are getting their first customer, just celebrating any activity, shouting people out, saying, I see you, I'm proud of you, all of that. But then also vision casting, letting people know, hey, I know you love your products, but you may or may not know that we have double business building bonuses. I know that you've probably got some people in your life that could benefit from the products like you have. Have you ever thought about reaching out? Do you have anybody in your life who could benefit from feeling better or earning a little bit of extra income? I'd love to help you, with a message. Let's see if we can, throw a post up and see what you think. If you don't ask that question, you probably have people who can and would share. They just don't realize that they want to or need to or wouldn't do it on their own. And so really in the team building and vision casting, who are your level ones who have never shared? Who are your level ones who have shared and never gone silver? Who are your, level ones who potentially could hit a new rank this month? Really being very specific about who you're talking to, what you're saying, how you're reaching out, and vision casting and baby stepping them to that next step of, do you know that there's a trip that you can earn and it's very possible to earn? Somebody did the math, and do not quote me, okay? Because I did not verify it, but somebody did the math on if you are new. So if let's say Karen, I enrolled you today, and then you turned around and you enrolled 11 new VIPs with a $150 combo. I believe that with your rank up bonuses, the double credits for level ones, and how all of that works out, that would earn you Rising Leaders Retreat. So that's very possible for a new person they would also fast start silver and fast start senior silver when they added 11 new level ones. We all probably have people in our life that can make one great Facebook post and have 11 people say, sure, I'll try the trim and triplex combo because you're talking about naturally boosting GLP-1 and that's what everybody's talking about, and all of the things. So I just want you guys to realize what's possible, and don't get to October and November and December and say, oh my gosh, why didn't I work harder from September 15th to September 30th? I want you guys to really, really, really put the time and the energy in these next 2 weeks. Or if you're like Melanie or a lot of other people working on sweeping the whole dang thing because you've already gone icon and hitting the leaderboard and all of the things. My goal is to stay on the top 300 on the Leaders Retreat leaderboard, and I'm slipping on down there. I literally had 5 days now where my credits haven't changed. I'm like, okay, it's up to me. I'm going to go make all of those follow-up messages and posts because I have new people who want to start new combos, who want to feel better, who want to start addressing their health, and I can help them, and we can all be in Cancun together. And if travel doesn't motivate you, if income doesn't motivate you, just helping somebody motivates you, it's fine. Like, everybody is here working for their goals for different reasons and all the things. Okay, so 2 things. One, if you do not have a power partner, whether it's your sponsor, whether it's a level 1, whether it's a sideline, I would highly suggest that you have somebody who's like, hey, you haven't been in your stories in 24 hours. Like, what we got going on? Or, hey, how many people are you talking to? I have a running partner, and we run together, and we have been challenging each other. And she just flew past me in leaders retreat credits. And I'm like, well, I can do two things. I can pout and be like, well, that's a bummer for me. Or I can be like, you know what? We're both working hard together, and she's just doing more of the daily consistent things. And I need to put my running shoes on because we are running together and we are holding each other accountable. So you need somebody in your life that isn't going to say, oh, great job. Oh, good post. You need somebody in your life that's like, hey, what are your numbers and why are they less than where you think you should be right now? The yellow in me always wants to be warm and fuzzy and cozy, but sometimes you need some reds in your life that just like, listen, we're going to be over here and this is how we're going to get here, and kind of, okay, last thing, personal growth and mindset. And this, depending on where you are and who you are and what you have going on in your life and how you are processing and perceiving the world, this could be different for everyone. But this was something that Christina Williams did at our talk last week, and it was so powerful because I guarantee you that if I can have a diamond, emerald, ruby business and be every part of in between highs and lows with what that is encompassed for the last 15 years, if I have 3 to 5 limiting beliefs and lies that play over and over in my brain, I promise everybody does. We all have said, I don't know if enough people, I'm not a good enough people person, I'm an introvert, so I can't do this. Like, we all have that story that we tell ourselves that is holding us back, that's creating the red light in our business. And so I want you guys to be aware. Thank you guys for jumping on. I appreciate it. I want you guys to be aware of what your thoughts are and what you're saying to yourself. And I want you to capture those thoughts, and I want you to rewrite the limiting belief into a positive affirmation. So the limiting belief of, I don't know enough people, so I can't be successful. You could flip that into, I'm always connecting with new people and expanding my network daily. That's a choice to be able to say over and over and over again. We're going to erase the lie because we all have access to countless people, right? So saying I don't know enough people and just saying I can't be successful because I don't know enough people, we need to be able to flip the script and rewrite that. I had a few more examples of, can you guys think of some limiting beliefs that would need to get rewritten, or things that you have heard from people that they have shared in the past? I need to do a whole list of those limiting beliefs that you can rewrite. But that is a key area, because I do know a lot of us sit down to do the work, sit down to say, I'm going to help people. I'm going to share health, hope, and happiness. And then you get that one person that gives you an objection, and it just like can spiral you. Or you see one post and you're like, oh gosh, they've decided to move on, or they've decided to stop doing this or whatever. And you're like, am I in the right place at the right time with all? You have to be able to take those thoughts captive and rewrite that. And mindset is never done. There's never an end, like, boom, you cross the finish line, you're done working on mindset. For me, it is a daily, hourly, minute by minute. What am I listening to? How am I fueling my belief? What stories am I telling myself? And being very aware and reflective on letting go and rewriting things that don't serve me for where I am and where I want to be in my life. So I hope that's helpful. So I'm going to do a quick recap, and I will post this list for you guys. And then I really, really, really want you guys in the messenger, Power Hour messenger chat. We have the link to a workbook for Leaders Retreat where you can literally print out all your IPA sheets for daily use. You can print out your prospect list. You can print out your new VIPs. You can print out where you want to project yourself to be. All of those things, you need to know where you are and where you're going. So, you're going to vision cast for yourself and give yourself an energy boost. For me, walking every morning in the sunshine and listening to really good podcast or music, I am going to choose how to run my day through perspective of gratitude and moving my body and fueling my body correctly, so that then it trickles down to your CEO moments. Where am I? Where do I want to be? How am I going to get there? Your rank, your team, your leaders retreat goals, your end of year goals, your 1 year goal, your 3 year goals, your 5 year goals, all of that. You need to have those CE moments and know where you are, where you want to be, how you're going to get there, and why. Okay. Next thing, build belief. This could be 2 minutes. It could be 10 minutes. It could be half a day of all of the things that you need to do to build your belief in yourself, in network marketing, in Plexus, in the products, in our compensation plan, all the things. And if you need help with that, if you want to say, hey, this is where I'm struggling, tell me where to go look. I don't know enough about the comp plan. Amber Miller has an amazing video. Marianne Anderson has an amazing video. There's training out there. If I need belief on, can I really make it to Emerald, Sapphire, or Diamond? Go watch all of the Because of Plexus and Diamond documentaries. There's ways that you can build that belief. And then the next is the nitty gritty, boring daily actions of IPA. How many conversations am I in? Who am I talking to? What am I saying? Are those conversations just going on and around and around in circles, or am I being intentional and confidently, boldly saying, I have something that can help you? Would you be open to taking a look? There's no harm in offering that gift of, if I could share with you this, would you be open to hearing this? They can say no, right? But how many opportunities are you missing and not being intentional with asking that hard question? And it gets easier. It gets easier and easier and easier and easier. And I've had some amazing conversations with amazing people that I didn't know before, that I met on Instagram. And I'm like, you know what? It doesn't hurt to ask. They can say no, they can block me, they can whatever, but I'm just going to ask. So be super intentional with your new conversations, your new reach outs, asking them to take a look at what we have, then your follow-ups. Sometimes it's going to take 5 touches, 10 touches. I still have people that I'm 27 messages into over 6 months, and they still just need to check with a husband or get some more information or wait for the timing to be right. Timing can always change. Vision casting for your team. Know where all your level ones are, what they want, where they are with their products, baby step them to that next step. And then mindset. Mindset is so key. I would venture to say, if you are not reading, listening, or associating with something that you want to learn and grow in with your mindset 30 minutes every single day, you're not doing enough. I am always reading, always listening to training videos. And if you want me to kind of push out and share kind of what I'm reading and consuming, it keeps me on track with, this is where I am, this is where I want to be, all of the things. So that is your Power Hour overview. Like I said, we're kind of getting back in the swing of things. If you're new and just jumping on, you're probably like, but we didn't actually do any work just now. I am very well aware of that. Taking the whole summer off, getting back into things, I will tell you that I have a new excitement and a new energy when I make a post and have 180 comments of people saying, can you just share with me what this sin is? So I've shared this before. I'm just going to give you guys a little bit of a side note. I did make that post that said, I'm looking for 6 testers if you are looking to boost your GLP-1 naturally, comment below. And that's the post for me that kind of took off. I have posted it multiple times and gotten 0. So I don't know why the timing was right, but I will just share with you that one, I'm hardcore reset. I'm doing that. I started a reset today. There's a corporate reset with the some giveaways, so I'm doing that today. But I'd love for everybody to start with a 3-day reset. But it's the triplex and trim. So I'm using Slim HC, and this is not specific to me. This is what everybody's recommending. Triplex and trim with Slim HC, and the Slim twice a day, and then the Restore 1 or 2 times a day. Balance, I encourage people to start slow and just do 1 before lunch. I am very sensitive to balance, and it does give me an upset stomach. So I've seen some people who are like, triplex and trim, we're going to bam, bam, bam. And you're throwing like 3 probio 5s at them and 2 balance before 2 of your meals. And it's like, okay, we're going to So I'm giving everybody the instructions that it'll take 5 days to get on the products because day one is slim, day two is just slim, and then one bio cleanse at bedtime. Day three, like we're literally just starting one new product each day to get them on the triplex with the balance and the restore. So that's just a little bit of the backstory. Again, don't quote me on this, but just in the general research that I have been doing, when somebody is doing the GLP-1 shot, it is putting that into your body so your own natural GLP-1 is not getting boosted or whatever. And that's why when people get off of the shots, they have a lot of issues. Using our products, the ingredients help to stimulate our own body's natural GLP-1 production, which in turn helps to decrease your appetite. And I promise you, there is no way that you can drink 2 Slim HCs a day, drink 2 scoops of Restore a day, do your whole triplex and take a balance and feel hungry all the time. When I am really, really consistent with that combo, I find myself in the pantry and I'm like my brain wants food, but I'm not hungry. So really focusing on prioritizing protein and sticking to that true triplex and trim combo. Unless you're just eating when you're not hungry, you are going to see the benefits of what that can do for your body. And I'm always hardcore active and hydrate on top of that, but that's a little bit of a harder sell because then you're getting up into the 250 dollar range when you start throwing all of those products. So that's just a little side note for me when I did make that post. And I can share with you guys, I have 3 different responses for messages that I'm sending out. For old customers who are like, wait, what are you talking about? Does Plexus have something new? I'm listing out specifically what I just shared with you, what the Slim HC does, what the Restore does. I'm giving them specific product. And I have had some inactive customers come back and order that from their back office. And then for people who have no idea what Plexus is, I just give a quick little overview about naturally boosting your GLP-1 and what that can do. And then in the app, in the Plexus Go app, there's a 40-second triplex and trim overview with Dr. Hartman. So that has been my second follow-up, is just wanted to make sure you saw everything that I sent you before. Here's a quick note from Dr. Hartman for why I think this would be an amazing combo for you, and moving them forward that way. So that's just kind of a little bit of a tidbit for how I'm doing that. So I will dump all of that into our Power Hour IPA chat along with the outline that I just used for today's call. So thank you guys so much for jumping on. I am definitely planning on Mondays, 9:30, getting together and staying on track, motivated, focused as we're working through this Leaders Retreat contest and all the good things. So thank you for jumping on last minute, and I will see you guys next week.